saying it in my language. Muherega wa Sara. Yeah, because there are so many other marriages out there nowadays.
Yes.
So married to one wife who is a female. Yes.
Hi, welcome to today's episode of Talk About It with me, Angel Shanice. Thank you so much for watching us and for tuning into this episode. Please remember to like, drop a comment and subscribe once you're done watching this video. So on today's episode, I have one amazing guest. He's an artist. He's going to introduce himself. But before that, I'd like to thank our sponsors for today. We are proudly sponsored by Bliss Aqua Water, fresh, pure drinking water. They do events, birthdays, any sort of an event that you need, they can do it for you. And besides their bottle, they actually do branding. So as you can see, they've done branding for Hideout Bar and Lounge, and they've also done for Karen Kitchen. I'm sure most of you can identify with Karen Kitchen. So please reach out to them on the social media pages at Bliss Water, and they could bring you their water. Imagine it fresh, tena sana. So you guys, today I'm so honored to have this guy on the show with us today. So I'd like him to introduce himself to us. Karibu sana to the show.
Thank you very much for having me.
Please introduce yourself to our viewers today.
Wow, thank you so much. Hello, hello. My name is Tony Cruize, a gospel music minister and a family man, a businessman, and yeah, so many things I do. Yeah, I think so. As I've been called a jack of all trades, but now the question is a master of none. That's what I don't like to hear. That's what I don't like to hear. Yes. Yeah, but I'm a social being. That's what I can say.
Thank you so much for honoring our invitation to come onto the show. It's such an honor to have you.
You're most welcome.
So Tony, you said you're a gospel minister.
Yes.
Before Twende Sana, I'd
Yeah.
like you to tell us, what songs have you done?
Wow. I've done several songs, and one that I can say that brought me to the limelight is Nara. I did a cover for a song called Nara. It talks about Thanksgiving. So that's what I did. And you wanted me to sing it, or you wanted to sing it?
Yeah, I'd love, of course, we'd love to hear you.
You wanted me to sing, or you wanted to sing it?
I want you to sing it.
Oh, okay, okay. Okay. I call it Chinese because it has some tongue twisters inside, yeah. Ojekeire magagania, dige hota gotareria, daugane wega. Oh, igiri diomi giri komi, shodeiti gigana, daugane wega. Oh, gayura dimaga, oh, waradima, ora dimaga fio, daugane wega. Oh, nekege koe, we Jehovah, oh, ne mania mother wana jikira, what shall I render to Jehovah, for he has done so very much for me.
Hey, I had to sip some water right there because...
Can I sip also some bliss water?
Please do. Because, wow, Tony, you have a beautiful voice, first of all.
Oh, hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah,
Amen.
hallelujah.
Amen.
Thank you very much. Very much humbled.
That was a very beautiful cover. So that was that's a cover, the Kikuyu version of Nara.
Yes,
the
yes.
one by.
It's done by this guy called Travis Green,
Yeah.
and a Nigerian guy, Modani. What is his Nigerian guy? Ooh,
Tony.
he has his name. He has a name.
Uyo.
Yes.
Uyo.
When I remember, I'll let you know.
Anyway, Tony, so tell us, what inspired you to get into music?
Wow. I would first of all say, I wasn't born singing, of course, just like many other kids out there who are born just with a hidden talent.
Yeah.
I didn't know whether I had it until I could see my mother go. It streams from my mother. Yes, I've come from a single parenting home, single parent home. That's what I can say. Yeah, my mother, Salome Wangari. I love her, whatever she is. Yes. She brought me up in the ways of God. And I could go to church, look at her, and I'm like, I think she's just making people clap, shout. But I didn't take it more seriously until I was in high school. That's when I really started taking it seriously. In high school, I went to 2 high schools. Yeah. First of all, I refused to go to high school. Yeah. Then I decided after 1 year, hey, it was wrong not to be in school. Why? Because the people, my friends, God made sure that I had a friend who was in high school and he was finishing. So when he could talk to me, he could talk about high school life and all that. And it was very shameful for me not even to share anything about high school. So I decided, why not? Let me just go to this high school and see what happens. You know, when they talk about laboratory and all that, you know, physics, blah, 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 blah. Hey! I decided, so I went home and told my mom, Mom, I would like to go to high school. I mean, that was the best news for my mother then. But she didn't have money. Maki have come from a slum, somewhere in Ngai called Kware. Watu wa Kware. Anywhere I go, any interview I go to, I always say Watu wa Kware. Kware is a great place. I was brought up in Kware. Watu wa Kware, love you so much. Lots of love. And so I decided, let me go back and tell my mama I want to go to school. So I went to school. I didn't know that it was connected, interconnected. You know, my desire for going back to school, and that's where I could also connect my singing career. Yeah. So I went back to school, went to this first school. That school I didn't get to sing. Form 1, Form 2. And then I transferred to another school. Now that other school that I went to was a boarding school, come day school. So my mother could only afford day school. So I went for day school for a while until the principal had me singing and playing the piano. Then he came and asked me, hey, Tony, I have a proposal for you. Can you remain behind and just sing with us this evening? So I told him, no, yeah, that's okay. So I did the thing, I sang, and he told me, I think I have more proposal for you, better. Why can't you become a boarder?
Oh, wow.
So I told him, I cannot become a boarder. My mother cannot pay for these school fees. Yeah? So he told me, who asked you? Who asked you to bring the school fees? So I told him, oh, okay. So what do you want from me? He told me, I just need you to go and ask for permission from your mother, whether she can agree.
To be a boarder.
Yeah, to be a boarder. So I went, just to cut the long story short, I became a boarder. And there were keyboards there, instruments.
So your voice got you into a point where you could not afford to do it for yourself.
Oh, yes.
But thanks to your voice,
I would say God used that voice.
yes.
And I could sing. There was a song I used to sing. Omba omba utafute uso wa Bwana, aonaye kwa siri atakujibu kwa wazi. For sure. He who sees in the secret, for sure he will come and bless you in the broad daylight. And that was he did. That's what he did. So high school, may finish high school. Then the same person tells me, hey Tony, I see you have a gift. You love driving cars. Yeah. He tells me, I want to pay for your driving school.
What?
There I go.
Favor.
Then he pays for my driving school. So I always tell people, whenever you have a gift, it doesn't matter what kind of a gift that is, God is able to use it for your good.
Yes.
Yeah. So the people I ask, what gift do you have? They say, no, I've not figured it out yet. But I always say everybody has a gift. Inside of them, within them,
There's
they have a
something
gift.
within
And that
you.
is my background about singing. That's why I began singing. So I got out of school and then went to college. And then after college, then I was attached to some church. Yeah. And from that church, I went as a pianist and then graduated to a worship leader. Now that's when fully engaged in singing. Yeah.
Which church was this?
Eagles Christian Church, Karen. First of all, I started with a church in Ngai called World Restoration Center. Yeah, I was there for about 7 years. Yeah, doing worship praises and all. And I desired to move from that place, then go to Karen Yawa. Somebody say Karen.
Proper upgrade.
From Kware Ongata Rongai.
To Karen.
Ish. It didn't matter whether I was walking or but I went to Karen. So I was in Eagles also for about 8 or so years. Yeah. Until now I felt, hapa kuna venye.
So all along when you're in church, you were serving in church, singing, but at this point you hadn't done anything of your own, had you?
Now it's at Eagles that I got the desires to go to a studio to do a recording. I had not even visited a studio. So a friend of mine told me, you come, just see what a studio looks like. So I went and I got to see one. I desired to write music, so I went home and I was married. Oh yeah. Oh, hallelujah. Oh, I didn't say that.
No.
Ooh.
Who could you tambulisha?
My father. Oh, it's because it is internal. Yeah, I forgot to say that I'm married. Hey, that would have been the first thing in the introduction.
Yes.
So, back. I am married. I'm happily married to one wife who is, we say it, I like saying it in my language, Muherega Wasara. Yeah, because there are so many other marriages out there nowadays.
Yes.
So married to one wife who is a female. Yes.
One beautiful wife.
One beautiful. It reminded me of a story.
Do you want to share that story with us?
No, it's just a short thing. Somebody said, I'm married and my wife is the most beautiful person. So he said, I won't say that because they've never been lined up and mine became the winner.
Okay.
So mine
Tony,
is hot, not just beautiful. Ngai, my friend. Yeah. I always say, sorry, it might be PG rated. I see her, she turns me on. Yeah, hallelujah. After 12 years.
Mrs. Cruize, I hope you're watching this. So Tony,
After
back
12
into
years.
your music.
Yes. So first of all, 12 years and we have 3 kids. At least that's enough.
Oh wow, that is beautiful to hear.
Yeah.
So Tony, at this point now you decided, let me get into something of my own. What is the first project you did?
Oh gosh.
Of your own?
Thank you for asking that because I even talked to her and I told her I'm feeling led just to go to do music. It's a venture that was kind of difficult because I didn't know, an unknown. I didn't know what would the outcome. So I went ahead, wrote some songs, got inspiration, wrote some music, went to the studio. 12 of them, 12 songs because it was
Back to back.
those eras of albums.
Yes.
Yes. So I went, did one by one, 12 of them. Trust me, they never saw the daylight. I mean, never got to.
None of them.
None got to be heard by anybody out there.
12 songs you did, and all of them you just ended up listening to them yourself. What happened?
That's a harsh way of saying it.
That's what you said.
Yeah, I ended up listening to them. In fact, she could tell me, oh, these songs are very powerful. So, but I don't know. I think I was measuring some standards, maybe comparing, so and so's music is this. So these ones, maybe they won't get airtime.
So you didn't believe in yourself.
You can say that again. I didn't. And I was judging myself maybe harshly. Yeah. So, and I shelved them. After a while, after maybe 4 or 5 years. No, it was 2012, 2011, 2012, 13, 14, 15, 16, I went to the studio, did another song, did a song. And actually that was really a discouragement. Yes. Because I went there with a notion that I'll do the song, boom, the next day, I'll be the talk of the town.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Hit song.
Hit, voila. Yeah, you know, sometimes we have voices that, inner voices that advise us.
Yes, yes. That push you and tell you, do this. This will be the thing.
It. Yes. This is it. And I'm sure you've ever tried some things and thought
definitely.
Yeah.
And as you're going to do them, you have all the confidence and you believe this is what is gonna make me
my
shine.
My confidence was over the roof. So I went, did the song. It's called Igwe. Igwe. Man, and I did it with a Nigerian accent. Ogao, I beg.
So how did that go?
Went, did it, and the discouragement was the video. When I went to do the video, it was very expensive. I even had to borrow some money. So I did the video and posted it, uploaded it on the YouTube. I was waiting for 100,000 views the next day. Yeah, because of the standard of the video.
Yes.
But that didn't come. And then I was told, oh, for your song to be played on these media stations, you're supposed to do something. I did whatever I could do. You know, ignorant of so many things. So now, let me tell you. 2 years down the line, the song even had, I think, 1,000 views. 2 years. The YouTube channel, I thought that I even had now allocated a manager.
So at this point, I'm sure you had felt so low and it felt like did you get to a point where you felt like giving
up? No, I
up?
gave up.
Oh, really?
I gave up because I was like, it was so much needed of me, I mean, to do so much, and I thought it would have gone easy. That really gave up completely, and I was like, this music, I want to do it again. And I stayed some more 2 years. Then somebody just told me, you were born to sing. If you fall this time, rise up
and go forward.
And go, move on. And so I did another song called Kegosho. When I uploaded it on my YouTube channel, it picked up. Now that one, it was Kikuyu.
Yes. So this one performed better than the first one.
Yes, it performed better than the first one. So I did Kikuyu. Oh, Kegosho kenegyaku negyaku negyaku Kegosho kenegyaku negyaku amokera. So just these praises are yours. They're yours. Just talking to God.
Yes.
And it did best. It performed well. I mean, it was received very well by people, and I was happy. I mean, you know, ile kurudishwa moyo.
At least now you had some hope to go forward.
But now, after that, I also stayed like a year again. And now, that's when I decided to do the Nara, the Nara Kikuyu cover.
So Tony, before we get into the Nara cover, do you feel like how the Kenyan music industry is structured, it makes it really hard for new artists to get into it and to break in? What do you feel? Because like you said, Mara, the videos are expensive. When you upload it on the channel, it's not receiving the views you would expect. And then also, like you said, by the time a song is being played in a video station here, it will take you a lot. So how do you feel about how the Kenyan music industry has made it so hard for new artists?
You know, like you can never be born 70 years old. You have to be born 0 years and then begin growing. But it's reached to a point whereby you feel in the music industry, like when you do a song, I mean, you are expected to, this song has to hit a certain part of somebody's heart for them either to play it or to feel this is it.
Yes.
Yet, with our own, you know, humility, you do it as God leads, and you leave the rest for God. But I'm sorry to say there are some people here who have taken a place of, you know, like God, just in a way. Like we are the ones who will determine whether your song will go or not, you know. And it's saddening just to know that there are people who can just say, that one is not a good song.
They get to choose which song
Yes.
will do well and which one will
That's
not.
not a good one. That one is a good one. This one will go. And you find that maybe you've prayed, you've fasted, and went to the studio in the most hardest way.
Yes.
But once you put your music out there, you find that it stagnates. But I always say that there's time for God. Everything works in God's timing.
Yes.
And I had done, and let me also say, I had wrong motives also. I had done the song with motive that I'll hit today, pop. Yeah, but it's a process. Sometimes we forget the process and we jump into the outcome.
Yes, you forget the purpose and you forget,
Yeah.
I'm doing this song probably for people, for it to give praise.
Yes.
And now you want to look at it from a point of, it
Yes.
will glorify me.
Yes.
Yes.
I
Right
like that.
there.
Yes. You feel it was coming to edify you, but no, it in essence it's supposed to glorify God.
Yes.
So music industry in Kenya, it's actually changing, and it has changed a lot
Yeah.
for the better. There are people out there who yearn for good content. I mean, conch content, Bible-based. You know, because contents out there are varying.
Yes.
I mean, there are contents that you hear and you're like, oh my goodness, that one. Yeah, and you find that we have different kind of audience.
Yes.
Yes, what they want to consume is different. It varies.
Yes, of
yeah.
course.
Yeah. So also that also counts. There's a motive. I had it wrong. This time around when I did Nara, motive was like, let me do it. It goes.
So when you were doing Nara, what was the inspiration behind Nara and why Nara? Because
Oh.
you did a cover of Nara. Why Nara?
Oh yeah, why Nara? Somebody said, and that's Nelson Mandela, that speak to a person in a language that he understands,
Yes.
and it goes to his head. But speak to a person in his language, it goes to the heart. So that concept just came and I felt like, let me do this. This song, there's some phrases that have been done in Igbo language in Nigeria.
Yes.
So I said, let me try and change it into my language to fit a certain, you know, for an old mama there will sit down and hear what this song interpreted. So I just said, let me interpret it to be simple for the ears of and the hearts of people. And that's what I did. Voila. I didn't know. Actually, I never knew.
How did Nara perform?
Oh my goodness. It's very different from the rest. Because I did Nara, finished the project I did Nara on a Monday. Like going to the studio. Did the project, the producer worked on it, gave me the song on Friday. Did the video the same day, Friday. Monday, I think every WhatsApp group had the song. Yeah, I could see, oh, have you seen this? Have you watched this
New
song? Even
song.
for me,
Yes.
they were even posting, have you watched this song, this song, this song? And I said, oh my goodness, let me tell you, God's timing is the best.
In 1 week, song is done, posted,
Yes.
and it performed. Because I have watched Nara myself, the cover, and
Yes.
it went viral. That is how I'd put it.
Oh my goodness, it did, and it's not my effort because I never even had it sent to media stations and all that. The next thing I'm finding it's being played on media stations, and I'm like, gosh. Let me tell you, it's. Allow me just to say this. I was driving, and I heard the song. It was the second day, and I heard the song. You know the way a producer, a presenter, a radio presenter would have two songs back to back. You know, battle.
Yes.
Second day after releasing Nara, it was battling another song on a certain radio station. As I was driving, somebody told me, "Please switch to this station."
Yeah.
I did not know the station. I looked for it. Oh, pap. Wow. It's Nara competing against, you know, and guys were voting. Let me tell you, I listened. I was driving home. So before getting to Karen, That was a hard time because before I go to Karen, I could hear somebody from Nyahururu has called. I want Nara.
Requests are coming in from everywhere.
No, they are told to vote.
Yes.
So, and say, hey, my name is so-and-so, Nara. My name is Nakuru, Nara. My name is Mombasa, Nara. Oh my goodness, let me tell you, I stopped the car. I remember very well. Guess the next thing I did? I cried. I shed tears. Why? Because before I had tried even to ask people to play my music.
And here you are, having tried nothing.
It is God's hand at work. I wouldn't say it wasn't at work before, but maybe it was my will at work.
It was the right time.
But it was the right time. Yeah. I cried in the car like a baby. And I just told God, because the song speaks about Thanksgiving. You told me, you asked me why I loved the song. It's because of the message it carries. It's about Thanksgiving, and the way the Bible tells us, give thanks to God in everything. Give thanks, whether it's crying time, whether it is what time. Sometimes it's difficult, but you ought to do that, and that's what I did. I just stopped, prayed to God, and I told God, thank you. I don't know where this song is taking me, but you take over, and thank you so much. Hearing this, and I've not even orchestrated anything, I just released the song, have your way. That was it.
So how has the journey been after Nara?
After Nara, it's been also, it's been great. You know, like growing up, going to school without shoes, and seeing those people who are known, you know, like icons, music icons on TV, yearning one day to ever meet them, and sometimes you meet them and you don't even get to shake their hands.
Yes.
One thing that happened from that time is that there were protocols that were broken. Because now God also brought me to some limelight whereby we could meet with them and actually shake hands with them, like,
and they would actually be the ones to want to shake hands with you.
Yes. And I said, oh my goodness, God, you can overturn tables.
Yes.
Or even prepare a table for somebody, not necessarily in the presence of your enemies, but just prepare a table before kings and dine with kings. Let me tell you, that is what. Not a long time from the time it was released, then I received a call. Hey, my name is so and so. I'm calling from the office of the president. He spoke with in some low baritone, your song, Nara, you've been chosen to be one of the artists who sing
wow,
at an event, at a state event. Yeah, Madaraka Day 2019. I was called to go and be part of the sing artist. I mean, that one has never even gotten out of my head because it's something that I could not have imagined. It was a dream, man.
So from coming from a song that could not even get 100 views to a point of performing for a state event.
For a state event. That one.
That was favor. Great
I
favor.
don't take it for granted. I always say it's favor. I went, met now, you know those people you always meet. Hey, because you're here. We're with you. So you're here. I mean, it felt so good. And I said, for sure, your gift. Just give it time. God will use it.
God's
take
time.
It. Yeah, we'll take it.
And in this case, the motive now had changed.
Oh, yeah.
It was no longer about just getting views, but for glorifying God.
Guess
and
what?
indeed, He was glorified.
Today, it is not my effort. I had 1,000, less than 300 subscribers. Right now, it's close to 40,000. And I don't attribute all the glory to myself at all. No, not even for what I've done, but to God. You see? And we are counting. Thank you. So, guys allow me to say this.
Go sure.
Whoever has listened to my content, my music, anything that I do on social media, and you've loved it, and you've embraced it, you've subscribed or shared my content, may the Lord bless you. Imagine, I can only say God bless you. And thank you very much. Yes.
So Tony, that is I am personally very inspired because I can imagine sometimes you do things, even for example, like content creation or a song or whatever it is that you do, and you're there and it's barely, nobody wants to see it. Nobody is even paying attention to it. So, I mean, that even offers a lot of inspiration to any new artist who is there and they're doing a song and they're feeling like it's not going anywhere. They've tried. I mean, you said you did 12 songs. No one even got to watch it. But here is one song that made the whole nation sit and listen to you.
Yeah.
I mean, that's great favor.
Yeah,
Offers them, I'd like you to share some inspiration with someone who's watching this and they're probably doing something and they're feeling like there's no breakthrough. What would you tell them?
Imagine, one thing I can tell you is that it gets the most darkest just right before dawn. But that darkness, however amount of darkness it is, it never stops the sun from rising. And that dawn is coming your way. That's what I can tell you. Because whatever gift you have, God is about to use it, or God will use it to take you to a place that you've never imagined. One thing I can just say is that don't give up. Don't lose hope. There are people who just do something and then they're like, I've hit a rock bottom.
Yeah.
Imagine when you fall down, there's no more falling further from the floor, the down, you know, this ground. You cannot fall further. But the best thing you can do is that wake up, dust yourself, move on. Imagine there's something in for you in this world. There's always something in for you. And I always say that God deposits a gift in somebody's life for a reason.
It's true. Very,
Motive
very true.
here counts a lot because you can say that, you see, I wanted to become famous, you know, and be known.
In one day.
Yes, and be known. But that was not God's time.
Yes.
Because there are people, fame can destroy within a day.
True. Very,
Yes.
very
So
true.
you have to go through the process, and God entrusts you with whatever big thing that is coming your way. So you who is out there and you're doing something, it may necessarily not singing. Maybe you have a gift. Maybe you're an artist, like, you know, you draw, you sketch, you're a painter. Maybe you do anything you do that is extraordinary. God will use it. Don't give up. Imagine, I always tell people, here I am, boy from Slum, Kware. Yeah, Kware. I am here now being interviewed. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Speaking in English. It's me talking English. Me, English.
From someone who nearly didn't even go to high school.
Oh yeah. Actually, in fact, when I was in primary, I said, you know, we could see through the fence, and guys were speaking, were passing there, and I said, what am I doing in school? I would be out there walking like those people, thinking that they have freedom.
They're doing so well.
They're doing so well. Oh yeah. And in our school, we could not speak in English. We were given that kibon-like.
Allah.
Yeah. If they wanted us to speak in English, but we couldn't. I mean, okay, what is that?
What do you know?
Oh, yes. So when they find you speaking, we used to call it Monto. But I had a desire. I said, one day I'm going to come. I'll come and be speaking to Wazungu. I'll come and work with Wazungus. That's what I said in my heart, and I told my friend, imagine from today, let's be speaking in English, so that the day I'll come to work with Wazungus.
One day, one time.
Yes. Today, apart from singing, I'm a tour guide. I do safaris.
Wow. Oh, really? Tell us a bit about that.
I do safaris and I like it. I travel. I've got any destination in Kenya that is wildlife related. That's what I do. So Savo, Masai Mara, Samburu, Amboseli, all those places. I've been to those places, and I love my job because it involves talking, meeting new people, driving, traveling, and I've learned to incorporate my gifting in it. So I carry my guitar and I sing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so trust me. So God gives you a gift for a reason, and He knows where you'll take it. Yeah, at the right time, He will do it.
You just need to know the motive and find your purpose and let God take charge, of course.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, allow God to take charge. And allow the process. The process sometimes is
Trust
painful.
in the process.
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
Very true. Very
it's
true.
Painful. Yeah.
Because we want to shine in one day. We just want the easy way out, as they say.
Yeah. But the problem or the challenge with that is that how easy it comes,
Yeah.
the same easy it goes.
Easy come, easy go, as
That
they
is
say.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Tony, that is quite inspiring. So as we wind up, maybe you could share with us, what are your future plans in music? Do you have something new coming up? What is your plan?
Oh yeah. Oh yes. Once you begin now in this journey, you don't stop.
Yes.
Why? Because God gives you content that other people are being blessed, and that you'll know that by how you see the comments. And I like reading the comments and replying to them, because they tell you what they're feeling. Yeah. So, and in that line, I've got a lot of music lined up. A lot of collabos to do. Yes. And nowadays, I'd love to do live music.
Oh wow!
Yes, that's what that's what is in my heart.
So do you have something planned yet?
Yes, yes. There's some things in the pipeline. Yeah, you know the good thing about music, God gives you a gift, but provision He also provides.
For sure.
He provides.
For sure.
So sometimes it may be difficult, but it's gonna happen. Yeah. So like we had COVID and all that, so everything was laid flat, down. But things are picking up, and more good things are coming. Yeah. Like that song, the same song, Nara. I did it in a different language, in not a Kenyan language.
Which language?
It's called Bemba.
Oh wow.
Yes. I did it in a Bemba language in Zambia. And a minister in the government in Zambia heard it, and they were like, "Ooh, what is that song?" And they said, "I want that." So the assistant to the minister, those people who are close to the minister, they searched, they looked for me, and then they talked to me. The next thing I knew, I was going to sing there.
Oh wow.
You see, so
When was this?
it was in 2020, I guess. I can't remember.
Okay.
2020. Yeah. So that way, I mean, God has opened international doors. Just like that. This boy of Kware. Never despise yourself. Never despise the gift that God has given you.
True.
So a lot is coming up, and I believe that by God's grace, we're going to be releasing them, and you will see them. And I pray that you accept, watch, share, subscribe, and that's how you as a fan always encourage us. In as much as you feel encouraged by what we do, in return, what you do also encourages us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, of course, we will definitely watch. We're keenly following you just to find
Praise the
out
Lord.
what
Hallelujah.
you're doing. So maybe you could share with us, how can we find you on social media, on YouTube?
Yeah, you can find me on YouTube as Tony Cruize International. I call it myself International.
I like that, Faith.
For a reason, Tony Cruize International on YouTube, Tony Cruize Instagram, Tony Cruize also on Twitter, Tony Cruize Facebook, Tony Cruize International Facebook page. Please like my page, follow me. I'll appreciate. I will go by Tony Cruize actually. Most of the things.
So
Tony Cruize,
crossboard.
TonyCruize. There are people who call me Tom Cruise. So I tell them, no problem. That's my
ahead.
brother from another mother. My mother is in Africa.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching us. Tony, it has been such a great honor having you on the show. I am personally very inspired, and I know anybody else who's watching right there. Whether it's in music or whatever you're doing, doesn't matter where you start, or it doesn't matter how many things have fallen. You can only come from the bottom and go way and way beyond. And here is Tony, a boy from the Slum, performing internationally. It's such a beautiful inspiration. So Tony, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Very much honored. And keep going. The sky is the limit.
It's not even a limit.
It's beyond.
It's beyond. Let me tell you. God has so many things lined up. Even for you, so many things.
Thank you so much. All right, guys, please remember to drop us a comment, and remember to, of course, subscribe to the show, and keep it locked here for the next episode coming up next week. Thank you so much. Do have yourself a lovely time.
Cheers.